everybody, happy Thursday. Can you believe it? It's almost July. Holy shit, this has gone by really fast. And so something that I've been hearing a lot about and a lot of you have asked questions about is how to manage summertime when our mental health gets worse. We can have a lot of free time on our hands, and that can mean a lot of bad things, unfortunately. It can mean sleeping in way late, not showering that often, not getting out that often, because we actually don't have anything forcing us to get out of the house and to socialize and to be productive and all of that stuff. So a lot of you have wondered, what can you do? Some of you have talked about not struggling to manage the transition from school to summer, and so let's just talk about it. My advice is actually to set a schedule. I know that it sucks because we want summer to be totally relaxing where we don't have to do anything, but that's actually the problem. Because we don't have anything making us get out of bed, shower, be productive, socialize, all of that stuff, we can sink deeper and deeper and deeper into our depression, our self-injury, our eating disorder, whatever it may be that we're struggling with. It can get a lot worse when we don't have anything going on. And I actually have a lot of clients who struggle with this as well. And so setting a schedule really helps, and sticking to the schedule. I would encourage you to either get a friend or a family member on board so that they can hold you accountable a little bit to this schedule. Now, we obviously want to leave some time in the schedule for flexibility, for relaxation. It could be like 2 hours of free time / craft time / use distraction tools, whatever you want it to be, and giving yourself the freedom to be like, well, my friend asked if I wanted to go to the beach and I really want to do that, so I'm going to insert that here. It's not rigid, and it's not that it can't move, but it gets you out of bed and gets you showering, gets you socializing, gets you being productive. And so the first thing, and the first part of setting a schedule, is to set some goals. What are some things you've been wanting to do that during the school year you didn't have time? Maybe it's reading a book that someone recommended that you have on your bookshelf, like me. I had like 5 of them and I have not read them. But something like that. Or a craft project. Or maybe it's spending time and catching up with some of those friends. Or maybe it's taking up a new sport or a new craft or a new art or anything like that. Maybe it's something like that. Whatever it may be, set some realistic goals of things that you want to do over the summer. Ooh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Yep. Wow, that's never happened. But I'll probably cut that out. Maybe not. I don't know. But so I would set some realistic goals. That's number 1. Number 2 of the things that I would do would be to recognize that you're going to be up a little bit later and set your time to get up in the morning a little bit later. So what time did you get up for school? Probably anywhere from 6:30, 7:30, depending on when school starts, right? So let's give yourself an hour or 2 later. So let's say we don't get up until 9:30 or 9 o'clock. Set that time. Set an alarm. I know this sucks and you're not going to want to get up, but the quicker we get into this schedule and the more we force ourselves to continually do it, the better we will feel overall. At first, the transition might be a little rough, but I promise you, our bodies and minds do better when they have a schedule to keep, and there's actually certain times that we do everything. We eat at the same time, we get up at the same time. Keeping that pretty structured helps us feel better overall and helps our body know what's coming and kind of prepare for it. I know that sounds crazy, but I promise this is how we work. And the third thing that I would encourage you to do is to set aside a time for your mental health. I know that we talked about crafting and hanging out with friends, but if there was something that you were working on with your therapist in school, make sure you continue to not only see them regularly, keep your same time, keep your same schedule, but also set aside time to do the homework. Maybe that means downloading a new app that helps you relax. Maybe that means you print out those worksheets or make copies of the worksheets that your therapist gave you and you fill them out every day. I have a lot of logs I have my clients do in general. And there are tons of apps and tons of things that you can utilize with your therapist to keep you on track. And talking to your therapist about the fact that summer is really difficult can help you better prepare. I hope that this is helpful. I know that it can feel overwhelming, but creating a schedule and sticking to it, making time for your mental health, setting some goals, those things all help us feel better. And then when we get to check the box of like, wow, I finished that book, or wow, I did my log today, or wow, I got out of bed and showered today, or I just got out of bed, whatever it is that are your goals, you can achieve them, check the box, and that in turn makes us feel better and can help improve our mood and improve our mental health. And as always, please leave in the comments below what has helped you. What are some things that you do to help manage the summertime and having not as much of a schedule and maybe struggling a little bit? Are there tips and tricks that you have for other people? Because that's what makes our community so great, is that we help each other, we talk to one another, and together we all get better. And I hope that you all are following me on Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram. I'll be posting all things VidCon related right now, and you don't want to miss it. And I will see you next time. Bye!